How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Cassie and Vlad Meet the Re-Animator. And this is a really great hack slash story. I'm a huge fan of hack slash, but I'm also a huge fan of Re-Animator, and to see them come together in such a big epic fashion was really great. And first and foremost, I should mention this is official Stuart Gordon Re-Animator. Like, Brian Yuzna was actually one of the co-writers on this, so it is canon within the movies. And I should specify that not every comic book Re-Animator is. The Dynamite and I believe Xenoscope Re-Animators are just referencing the original public domain Lovecraft work, but this one is tied to the Gordonverse, which is super cool. But I really love just how seamlessly Herbert West fits into the hack slash world. We already had a bunch of scientists looking into slashers and why they keep coming back, and for Herbert West to go, hey, these things return to life just like what I'm trying to do. I wonder what happens if I try to learn from them, as well as combine what I know with them. What if I am able to bring a revenant back to perfect, full human life? And who is he going to team up with? Cassie's father, Jack Hack, in order to bring Cassie's mother, the lunch lady slasher, back to life. So this is not just some little throwaway crossover issue. I mean, like, you know, the crossover with the Suicide Girls was just a fun little gag, whatever. But the crossover with Re-Animator is the culmination, the finale to the Jack Hack arc, and is also the last thing collected in Omnibus 2. It's a big finale issue. It's 3 issues long. It's big and epic, and I won't spoil where it ends, but where it goes towards the end are some super intense moments. And also just, you know, classic hack slash slasher goodness mixing really well with classic Re-Animator stuff. You're gonna get some ooey gooey Re-Animator creations. You're going to get some intense action sequences. I really do like how physical the original Re-Animator movies were, and you do get people fighting and being thrown around just like in the movies as well. And like I said, Herbert West fits so perfectly into the world of hack slash that if you hadn't have seen the movies before, he just feels like a natural part of this universe. But it's so cool to see them both come together and have it be in a big finale issue and have things get really intense and really over the top. It's really cool. I can definitely recommend it. Go check it out. It's the perfect ending to Omnibus 2 and a great finale. But if you guys want to see a little bit more, I'm going to switch to the close-up camera. I'll show you guys a bit of the story and the art. I'll try to be avoiding major spoilers, but without further ado, let's switch to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at hack slash Cassie and Vlad Meet the Re-Animator. Once again, we're going to be looking at Omnibus Volume 2. And the credit line for this story actually gets pretty long. Story by Tim Seeley, Barry Keating, and Brian Yuzna. Brian Yuzna was a producer on the Re-Animator trilogy, and he actually directed the last 2, Bride of and Beyond Re-Animator, so really cool to have him here. The penciler is series regular Emily Stone with Matt Merhoff, and if we look at the bottom, we can see that this was originally 3 issues, 15 through 17. And with Re-Animator, I definitely say look in the back of the book at the cover gallery. The hack slash Re-Animator covers are absolutely amazing. I really love this one over here, the 15B one. The cool grungy painting style with Herbert and Cassie there, and then also this one. That's the image they would use as the cover of the trade paperback, a good portrait of Herbert West there. And I also really love this cover, the Bride of Re-Animator reference with these strong neon colors. That one's super cool. But anyway, the story is marked in the omnibus with the 15A cover, and after this, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look at the plot. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but I do want to say my piece on a few plot points, and make sure you guys have a basic understanding as to what the story's about, but I'll be avoiding the end bits. We open up with Herbert and Jack collecting roadkill, and while he's doing this, he's reminiscing about the original Re-Animator trilogy, so a bit of a previously on for you there. And it turns out that not too far away, Cassie and Vlad happen to be nearby, and neither one of them know exactly what Jack Hack looks like, so it's a near miss. But after they goof around for a while, they find that there's only 4 names left on the list of potential people that might be Cassie's father, and we might note this one is Gordon Stewart, a fun reference to Stuart Gordon, director of the original film, and yeah, a fun little nod, and now we know this is definitely going to be him. We get a bit of a comedy bit where this little scorpion thing that West made almost accidentally knocks him into this vat of reagent. Jack, of course, is going to save him, and we see that Jack has basically become Herbert's next Dan, and he has the body of the lunch lady, his wife, Delilah Hack, and they're going to be trying to bring her back, and we get a bunch of cool stuff where Wes talks about the science and how these revenants might be easier to bring back with his reagent, but also how all the stuff he learned about revenants is going to help him out in his research as well. And it turns out all that roadkill, yeah, they're using it to make a kind of bio soup that's going to help regenerate all her lost tissues and restore her to a hopefully more human state. And while this is going on, we get a nice flashback. We get to see the first moment Delilah and Jack met, and it turns out he's actually a doctor of psychology, and why Delilah got in the program is she fit the profile of someone who might come back as a revenant. However, they would of course fall in love and accidentally have Cassie. Also got a fun little cameo from EXO there. There's a bit later on where they talk more about revenants, and they said, oh, we didn't make them, we found them, and we do get like Jack the Ripper, I'm guessing, being one of them. And we also get a few other Easter eggs. I really do love seeing the owl killer from Stage Fright. That's pretty fun. But it looks like West has been super successful in regenerating the lunch lady. However, it seems that even though these reanimated revenants aren't governed solely by rage, they feel emotions very thoroughly, and any little thing might set them off in any unknown way. So Delilah, not doing so good coming back there. And I don't want to go too much farther in the rampage, but needless to say, all that bio goo, that's going to get us a ooey gooey Re-Animator moment. And Herbert West has accidentally put himself in quite the pickle here. But while all that is going on, Cassie and Vlad are going to show up, and Cassie's going to meet her father for the first time since she was a little kid, and will he be able to explain himself? And I do like he's a guy that's done a lot, but when you see the story from his perspective, he isn't just a scumbag, and he's someone that really does care for Cassie and has had to make some difficult choices along the way. And I don't want to go too far in the story, but needless to say, there are some really heart-wrenching moments when the two of them finally reunite, and the backstory itself is super interesting as well. And this is a bit of a completely unrelated setup, but we also do get a page where the Neph Lords are deciding who is going to go to Earth and hunt down Cassie, but that's again set up for later. But I do like all these different Neph characters we bring in here. Anyway though, this story goes absolutely nuts. I really do like it. I love how naturally Herbert fits into the world of Hack Slash. I love how it gets that sort of over-the-top and crazy energy. Like I said, I wasn't going to spoil the ending for you, but people are fighting each other and getting tossed around, and there's gore and insanity like a good old-fashioned Re-Animator movie, and it just has so many good intense moments, especially towards the end. I really got into it. This is not only a crossover, but a great finale to Omnibus 2, and a great wrap-up of the Cassie's father arc. I really love this story. It's really cool, and I can definitely recommend it. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my hack slash playlist where you should be able to find my reviews for the past stories. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.